Good evening, everyone. My name is Shaeen Samath. I'm head of sales for Grid Property Group, Australia. In fact, I'm Sri Lankan and I'm from Sri Lanka. Our main office is in Australia. I will take you through what we're all about and how we can help investors to invest as foreigners in Australia. So let me start with the topic today. As you all know, I'm here to talk about property investments and property investment opportunities in Australia. We are an Australian company, leading property investment company based in Melbourne. We are in Essendon, that's where our company is. And we are also, sorry about that. So we are fully licensed with the Real Estate Institute of Victoria. Anyone practicing real estate in Australia, having an agency or being an agent has to be licensed with their relevant state. And we are licensed with the Real Estate Institute of Victoria. That's our license number if you want to check. So we have a global investor base. We don't just focus on locals, that is citizens and permanent residents in Australia. We also focus on a global scale. That's the reason we are here. We're looking at people from Australia, Sri Lanka, India, Middle East, and Singapore. We also have property investments all around Australia. Now, yes, we are based in Melbourne, but if you're looking for properties anywhere in Australia, it could be any of the major cities, Sydney, Brisbane, Adelaide, Canberra, Perth, wherever it is, we can find you properties and we can assist you with the end-to-end process. So what do we do in terms of our company? Where is our goal at and how do we need to help you? So our main objective here is educating our clients on how the process works, how we can take you through the investment process. A lot of people do not know that they as foreigners can hold freehold titles in Australia. So I'm here to tell you right now, you can buy properties on freehold title. Absolute ownership in all states except for Canberra. Canberra is leasehold. I'll give you more information if you visit our booth on how that can work out. So what do we do as Grid Property Group? As a company, we take a holistic approach to property investment. So we are not here just to sell you a property and wash our hands. We take you through the end-to-end investment process. End-to-end meaning we help you with the property selection, meaning we have done our extensive research, we understand the property market, we know where the lucrative properties are in Australia, and we help you with the property selection. Now this property selection is based on your objectives and goals. We are not here to just sell you something, but we are here to work with you in alignment with you. So once we understand your objectives and goals when it comes to this investment, we work with you and we advise you and give you the relevant options. Property marketing, property management. So say you buy a property through us in Melbourne or Sydney or any part of Australia, you will need someone to manage your property and help you with your landlord insurance, with renting out your property and basically taking care of your property. Since most foreigners are not in Australia all the time, you need someone to take care of your property and we are there for that. So we have a separate property management team that will be able to assist you with that. Property finance. So as a foreigner, you can finance up to 60% of the property value and we will assist you with that. Property conveyancing, legal advice, property renting out your property, migration. We also have a separate team in Melbourne if you are looking at migration to assist you with migration as well. So we take a holistic approach. Now let's say that you have bought a property, you have gone through this whole process with us, and 5-6 years down the line you want to sell a property, right? You're happy with the price appreciation, you're happy with where the property is at. We help you to resell your property or refinance your apartment, which is roughly about 56 square meters. We start from 384,000 Australian dollars. And you have a 2-bedroom, 1-bath starting at 530,000 Australian dollars. You have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath at 565, 3-bedroom, 2-bath at 880 and above. So in terms of location of these apartments, most of them are located close to universities or right in the city, right? So you might be a parent who's sending your children for studies and you want to be close to the university. We have apartments that are right next to the major universities. You want property or apartment right smack middle in the city, we have that for you as well. So just to give you an idea of the price range, that is what you're looking at. So the payment plan, so this is what most of you might want to know. How do you go about the process of paying? So let's say you selected a property, could be an apartment, could be a house and land or a townhouse. Typically a house and land, the contract process is a little different from an apartment and a townhome. This is basically a payment plan for an apartment. Right? So let's say you selected an apartment investing in brand new property. So the FIRB approval is what helps you do that. Right? Apart from that, there is no such payment until completion of the project. Now this money or these deposits sit in a lawyer's trust account of the developer or builder. They cannot touch it, no one can touch it. It's in the lawyer's trust account until the completion of the project and the project is handed over. That's when they can take the funds. They cannot use the funds for building. They have to have their own equity and funds to complete the project, whether it's a house and land or an apartment or a townhome. So your money sits there. Let's say some sort of a horror story comes up and they are unable to go ahead with the project. All that money is released back to you just as you put it in there. So you get refunded everything except of course the government fees, that won't be refunded, but whatever sits in the lawyer's trust account, you will get refunded. So all that money, all those deposits, all your hard-earned money is safe and sound until the project is handed over according to the contract. Right, so if you take a investment plan snapshot for one bedroom apartment, I think we call it 1 BHK here. Total purchase price 384,000. If you're looking at 60% of finances, you can go up to 60% financing for the property. Investment amount is 40% plus other costs. This is 207. So basically, for a property that's 384,000 AUD, your total investment or contribution with stamp duty and other charges will be 207,000. Monthly loan repayment is 1,235, as you can see there. Estimated rent per month is about 1,300. Now we have taken a very conservative figure on the rent. We are not overestimating, we are going according to the location and we are taking the median, so it can be higher, more or less, or more times higher than, lower than that. Approximate sale price in 5 years, $450,000 for this 1 BHK apartment. So this is a typical investment plan. Of course, we have a very detailed investment plan. Those of you who spoke to us at the booth will understand. We showcase that investment plan to you, and we are very happy to take you through that investment plan if you like to speak to us. So let's look at the business benefits. Why do I need to do this? Now, a lot of people who met us today, they're asking us, can we migrate? Is there residency connected to Australian investments, right? And the short answer is no. There is no direct pathway for buying properties in Australia and getting residency. But I can ensure this. If you buy a property in Australia and you have already, or you wish to apply for migration, it could be business visa, it could be a visit visa, student visa, any type of visa. You as an individual holding a property and holding wealth in Australia will create a huge benefit on your application. If you take 10 people who have applied under business visa or skill visa or any type of visa, and if 2 people have already properties in Australia, committed properties in Australia, those 2 applicants will be given more priority. So that is the only advantage you will derive from property investments in Australia, but you do not get permanent residency over the counter. So in terms of business benefits, it's an ability to lay a foundation for your children's future. Most of us would want to send our children there for studies somewhere down the line. They might want to migrate to Australia eventually. So you're laying a foundation. You're not paying rent over a 4-year span, $80,000 that will never be recovered. Whereas here, you're creating a foundation for your children and you're building an asset foundation for them to live on as you go along. Ability to finance from Australian banks. So as I said, we will assist you in financing up to 60% as a foreigner. You don't waste money on rental properties, as I mentioned earlier. Property appreciation and equity on property is another strength, a business benefit. And also it creates a pathway to have property portfolios. You're diversifying your investments. You're not laying all your or keeping all your eggs in one basket. You're diversifying your investment. You're diversifying risk. And most importantly, I'll leave you with this. You're investing in a property market that's highly regulated, very strong, an economy that did not bend during any economic shock for the last 30 years, right? A currency that is also very strong. So you're investing in a very safe and very lucrative property market if you consider Australia. All right, I could take a few questions if anyone has any questions. Yes? Sure. Sorry about that. Yeah. So I'll answer your question after this.
So, if you do it offline, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.